There's a quiet little meadow at the edge of town, where the fences lean like they're slowing down. The river tells a story as it curls and bends, about every soul that passed and never came again.
I walk the same old path where we used to roam. Dust beneath my boots feels a lot like home.
The sky is painted silver with the coming night, and every breeze that blows pulls your name to light. Some roads never end, they only fade, hidden in the choices that we made. Out where the wind remembers, it whispers like a friend, carrying every promise we thought would never end. It holds our quiet laughter, our tears and little dreams. Out where the wind remembers, nothing's ever lost, it only leaves.
Fields know the footsteps of 1,000 years,
Seeds of hope and seasons filled with fears.
we carved our initials on an old oak tree,
Believing time was something we could keep. But life keeps moving soft and strange, teaching hearts how to rearrange. Out where the wind remembers, it hums a gentle tune, drifting through the twilight, dancing with the moon. It gathers all the moments we were too young to see. Out where the wind remembers, they're still right here with me. Maybe every goodbye finds a place to stay,
hidden in the shadows of another day.
and every broken prayer floating through the air
Becomes a part of something always waiting there.
I close my eyes and feel it, the night is singing low. Out where the wind remembers, the past and future meet, like footprints in the starlight on an endless open street. So if you ever wonder where our love might be, out where the wind remembers, it's watching over you and me.
The meadow falls to silence, but the wind still carries on,
holding every story long after we are gone. These old boots have seen some miles, dusty roads and broken trials, heels worn down, souls held tight. The restless days and longer nights, they walked through rain, they've crossed regret, stood their ground when hope felt thin. Now they're resting side by side, old boots by the fire tonight. No place left, they need to go. They've carried more than they show. Old boots by the fire, leaning close to the flame. Every scar tells a story, every step had a name. I don't need to run or prove what I've already survived. I just sit and breathe it in with old boots by the fire. I've chased dreams that didn't stay, left some words I should have said, held on tight then let them slide. Learned my lessons on the ride. Every mile shaped who I am, every fall taught me to stand. Now the night feels calm and wide with old boots by the fire tonight. The road can rest, so can I. No more reasons asking why. Old boots by the fire, warmed by an honest glow. All the weight I used to carry, I don't carry anymore. With this guitar and a quiet mind, I finally feel alright. Let the past stay where it lies, with old boots by the fire. If tomorrow calls me on to another rising dawn, I'll lace them up, I'll walk it slow, knowing what I already know, that the miles don't make the man. It's the heart and where you stand. Old boots by the fire, teaching me to slow my pace. Every mile, every wire led me to this place. I don't curse the roads I tried or the nights I walked alone. I found peace right here tonight with old boots by the fire. When the embers fade to cold and the stars begin to close, I'll rest easy, satisfied. Old boots by the fire. We gathered where the shadows fall, past the noise, beyond it all. No bright stage, no shining choice, just a place where hearts rejoice. The fire was steady, low and kind, calming down our restless minds. And every pause between the flames felt like prayers without a name. Not every truth needs to be loud, not every fear has to be proud. Sometimes healing starts within, with just a breath of wind. That's when silence finds a voice, soft and steady, not by choice. It doesn't shout, it doesn't plead, it only tells us what we need. Through the hush and through the noise, hope becomes a quiet poise, and the world feels less like noise. When silence finds a voice. We shared the things we never say, all the doubts we hide away. No one tried to fix or prove, we just let our worries move. The night grew deep, the sky turned wide. Like a door we stepped inside, and somehow through that gentle space we felt the courage to embrace. The words we feared were ours to hold, didn't hurt like we'd been told. They softened when they met the light, and finally they felt right. That's when silence finds a voice, not a weapon, not a choice, just a truth that slowly grows in the places no one knows. Through the calm we realize tears can also make us wise, and broken hearts can still rejoice. When silence finds a voice. One by one we let things go, like lanterns drifting with the flow. No big speeches, no commands, just open hearts and steady hands. That's when silence finds a voice, gentle as a simple choice, not to hide but to be real, to show the things we truly feel. When the world grows harsh and wild, may we listen like a child and hear that deeper, softer poise. When silence finds a voice. The embers fade, the stars rejoice, and silence keeps its quiet voice. The fire is low, the night is wide, stars like lanterns hanging high. We trade our stories slow and kind, about the dreams we left behind. The wind knows names we used to say, it carries them so far away. But sitting here, they all feel near, like they never slip from here. All the roads have been and turned, every lesson softly burned, leads us back to where we started, not lost, just open-hearted. These are the whispers of the open sky, telling us to live, not just get by. Every mile, every tear we cried, brought us closer to the fire tonight. We don't need answers, we don't need why, just the whispers of the open sky. Ashes glow like memories do, fading slow but warm and true. We talk of love we couldn't save, promises we never gave. But here we are with nothing planned, just borrowed time and borrowed hands. In the quiet, the truth feels small, somehow that explains it all. We chase tomorrow, outtrend the past, never knowing what would last, till the silence wrapped around us, gentle, deep, and boundless. These are the whispers of the open sky, telling us to live, not just get by. Every mile, every tear we cried brought us closer to the fire tonight. We don't need answers, we don't need why, just the whispers of the open sky. Maybe someday we'll drift apart, carry this night inside our hearts. But when the world feels loud and wrong, we'll hear this distant quiet song and know we're still the ones we were, just braver now and kinder sure. These are the whispers of the open sky, holding us steady as the hours fly. If tomorrow calls, we'll say goodbye, but tonight let the world pass by. We don't need maps, we don't need signs, just the whispers of the open sky. The fire sinks low, the dawn is near, but somehow everything feels clear. Somewhere there's a city full of restless neon light. Somewhere there's a farmer saying prayers at night. And somewhere there's a mother rocking worries in a chair. And somewhere there's a stranger who thinks no one cares. Across the oceans, wider than the words we tend to say, people chase tomorrow in 1,000 different ways. We fight, we fall, we stumble, trying hard to understand how one small heart can hold the weight of all we plan. But when the day grows tired and the noise begins to fade, the world becomes a little less afraid. We're under the same sky. Every prayer, every tear, every question why. The stars don't draw a border, the moon won't take a side. It shines on every lonely soul that's learning how to try. No matter where we wander or how the years go by, we're walking through this life under the same sky. A soldier writes a letter he may never get to send. A child builds a castle that the waves will surely end. A preacher lights a candle, a singer writes a tune, and somewhere love is starting in the quiet of a room. We share the fragile stories that only hearts can tell. Different roads and rivers, but the same wishing well. We're under the same sky. Storms will come and drift away, and so will we in time. But every storm that breaks apart will leave a clearer light, and every broken heart will still keep reaching reaching for what's right. So when you feel forgotten, lift your eyes up high. Remember, you and I are under the same sky. Maybe peace begins with a single honest hand, reaching past the fences built by fear and sand. Maybe hope is born when we finally realize there's more to us than all our different sides. Look up tonight, you'll see what I see too. We're under the same sky, not perfect, never certain, but we still get by. And every star that flickers is a whisper from above, saying we are bound together by a quiet kind of love. So even when the road is long and days go rushing by, we'll find our way under the same sky. The fire turns to embers, the night grows calm and wide. Somehow it feels enough to simply be alive. Out across the open fields, where the quiet never yields, there's a whisper in the trees, riding softly on the breeze. Every branch and every stone feels like it has always known that time will pass, and yet it keeps the secrets that the earth repeats. We sit beside the fire's glow, listen close to what we know, that life is more than what we see. Its echoes drifting quietly. These are the stories the wind remembers, carried through the nights and embers. Voices from the days long gone, still singing softly, moving on. We're just pages in the weather, held by threads that hold us together, fading fragile like the cinders, stories the wind remembers. Maybe someone stood right here long before we all appeared, dreaming dreams that felt the same, chasing light, outrunning pain. Their hopes and fears, their joy and doubt, the wind still gently spells them out. Not to haunt us, not to stay, just to guide us on our way. In the hush between the flames, we hear the echoes of their names, not aloud, but in our hearts, where every ending leaves a start. These are the stories the wind remembers, flowing through the drifting embers. Every laugh and every tear finds its way to linger here. We're just voices fading slow, yet somehow part of all we know, carried past the trees and timber, stories the wind remembers. whispers too. Songs a breeze will carry through. Not forgotten, not defined, just footprints through the sands of time. So let the wind remember kindly all the times we tried though blindly. If our words don't last forever, let our kindness be the tether through the dark of late Decembers. The fire glows, the wind remembers. The night grows still, the stars look deep, and every memory falls asleep.